wall coverings, vinyl siding installation, drywall and plaster repair, plus pressure cleaning and lot line striping. For a free estimate, call Cravat Painting and Services Incorporated at 437-7577. Let Cravat Painting and Services Incorporated give you a fresh look.
Lowry Auto Body, not just bodywork, your A to Z complete car care center. Alignments, brake work, exhaust inspections, oil changes, shocks, struts, and tune-ups. There's nothing we can't fix. Lowry Auto Body is your AAA approved repair facility. And don't forget about 24-hour towing. We'll be there when you need us. To make an appointment, call 432-3050. That's Lowry Auto Body. Trusted professionals since, well, before your dad got his license.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. I'm Tim Shaw. At 6:30, we break away for continued pregame coverage of whichever game you're tuned into. At 7 o'clock, it'll be kickoff time. Once again, we'll tell you you'll be hearing either Franklin at Oil City, Farrell at Greenville, or Reynolds at Cambridge Springs, depending on where you're listening, and we'll specify who's got what, again, just a little bit later on. But a look at the schedule for week number 4, which has already begun. There was a Thursday night contest. One team idolized Gerard, so that leaves us with a total, I believe, of 19 contests, including, well, that must be 20 contests, including 17 this evening. One's already been played. Here's our look ahead at this week's schedule, presented by 257 Buy Sell Trade. One game in the books already, so General McLean now is 3-1 after their 21-6 victory over Northeast last night. You'll remember McLean started the season with a loss to Slippery Rock. That's 3 wins in a row then since then for the Lancers. 21-6 McLean last night in the lone Thursday night contest. Since we're splitting everything up, Saturday games include Kennedy Catholic at Cochranton and Union City at Iroquois. But here's tonight's schedule, beginning with Region 4. As we said, Venango County is going to be hearing Franklin at Oil City, the Route 8 rivalry. Joe Winuski will have the call. Hornets will be hosting Wilmington. The game on WGRP, Farrell at Greenville. The Greenville Trojans looking for their first win. And Slippery Rock will be hosting Sharpsville this evening. In Region 5, Harbor Creek at Corey and Fort LaBeouf at Fairview. There is finally a Region 6 contest. Erie High will play McDowell in an all-Erie contest this evening. And outside the region, and outside the district, Butler travels to Hollidaysburg. Back inside District 10, up in Erie at Dollinger Field, Cathedral Prep will be hosting yet another out-of-state team, Solon from Ohio. So that's the schedule as it looks to us on week 4. In most of your in-game football broadcasts today, we'll keep you updated on other scores, especially the scores of the other games that we're following here. Communications and J2 Media. So our games again, Joe Winuski has the call of the Route 8 rivalry, the 144th edition. This one at the Oil Field in Oil City, Franklin at Oil City. 7 o'clock kickoff, as will be the game in Cambridge Springs. The Spa hosting Reynolds. Chuck Stop and Big Bear scheduled to do that game. And on 92.7 and 940 WGRP. Greenville hosting Farrell, Stephen J. Fulmar, and I think Carl Rupert is back in the booth with Stephen G. for that one this evening. When we come back, a little bit about some Saturday broadcasts, college football, resuming tomorrow as well. And keep in mind,
rivalry broadcast will try to keep you updated on any college activity that might be going on tonight. But more immediate local and regional coverage of college football. We'll talk about that when we come back. This is Football Friday Night on Cool 101.7, on 92.7 and 940 WGRP, and on Fox Sports Radio 1120 and 104.1.
For years, Gates & Burns Realty has been helping people find the homes of their dreams. Whether you are buying, selling, or renting a home, it's never been easier with our experienced staff. Stop by our offices in Oil City, Cranberry, or Clarion. Visit us online at gatesandburnsrealestate.com. Let us show you the way home. Gates & Burns Realty, serving the oil region since 1889.
Socko Motor Truck Sales in Clarion has been taking care of the trucking industry since 1940. Our service and parts department is open every weekday until midnight and every Saturday until noon, so our customers don't have to give up their valuable workdays to get service or parts for their trucks. If you need your truck repaired or if you need scheduled maintenance like oil changes, call or visit the only 5-diamond International Truck Service Department in Northwest Pennsylvania. That's Socko Motors, just off exit 64, I-80 on the Greenville Pike in Clarion. Open until midnight Monday through Friday. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, or at ZoccoMotors.com.
Wow, it's 6 in the morning. I really didn't expect anyone to answer.
Dietz Mechanical's answering service is here 24 hours a day with dispatch available. How can we help you?
I think we're having a problem with our furnace. I know it's cold outside, but it shouldn't be cold inside.
We'll have one of our trained technicians give you a call.
Hello?
Hi, John. This is Steve from Dietz Mechanical. I hear you're having trouble with your furnace. We'll be happy to send someone out to take a look at it.
That's great, Steve, but I'm getting ready to leave for work.
No problem, John. We know how busy our customers are. Dietz Mechanical will customize a schedule to work around your hours. It's a service we offer to all our clients, residential or commercial. From routine maintenance to emergency service, you could trust the pros at Dietz Mechanical to keep you warm inside, no matter how cold it gets outside. Dietz Mechanical has the solutions to all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Give us a call at 437-6661. That's 437-6661 for Dietz Mechanical, PA number 14449.
Anderson Furniture in Franklin features 3 floors of furniture for every room in your home. You'll find living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Visit Anderson's second floor comfort gallery for reclining sofas, sectionals, and recliners in fabric and leather. Choose from extra features like lift recliners, power recliners, and power adjustable headrests. Get the comfort, quality, and style you want at honest, everyday value prices. Anderson Furniture, 225 13th Street, downtown Franklin. Your home, your style, your store.
Despite what your thermometer might read, winter is right around the corner. Since 1977, the oil region has turned to one company to keep them from being left out in the cold. Fisher & Father. Fisher & Father offers a complete line of John Deere, Briggs & Stratton, Honda engines, and Steel product lines, just to name a few. Fisher & Father has all the parts for the do-it-yourself repair guy and a great service department when you can't finish the job. Since 1977, Fisher & Father has been at your side to plow snow and ensure your family has firewood.
Whether you just found it or you've lived there for years, you'll never forget that feeling. It was something that made you realize this house would become your home. And since there's no place like it, it deserves protection just as special. A local Allstate agent can help you customize an Allstate house and home insurance policy and point out lots of ways to save. Like if you have a newer roof, it can help lower your rate.
Call Franklin and Cranberry Allstate agent Paul Como today, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who thought maybe college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and opening up a world of choices. We're making college approachable. We understand where you're coming from, and we will help you get where you're going. At Penn West University, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more about Pennsylvania Western University at pennwest.edu.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. Kickoff some 36 minutes away. Week 4, can you believe it? Well, here are a couple of things I heard today that will help you realize just how late we are getting into the year. Christmas is exactly 100 days away, and we're only a handful of days away from the end of summer. Though, It may not feel like it as we go through the weekend with all the calls for temperatures in the lower 80s and dry conditions. Everybody looks at Labor Day weekend as the unofficial close of summer, and they treat things like summer's over then. We might have an actual last weekend of the summer season this weekend that puts us in mind of what it's been like for the most part for the last 3 months or so. So week number 4, 1 game in the books already. General McLean beating Northeast last night. 2 more to be played tomorrow. The only team in District 10 not in action, Girard. And let's see, only 2 of the games being played tonight are not region games. So we're into full swing in the games that do count. Some, well, here we go again. Some are getting late. The calendar year getting late. Some 6 weeks before the District 10 playoffs begin. A couple of minutes until the next break, and then at the bottom of the hour, we'll break away to our individual games and pre-games, which in some cases include coaches' interviews. Kickoff times will be 7 o'clock. In college football broadcast news, game 3 of the season for the Edinburgh Fighting Scots, now 1-1 overall, will air tomorrow, beginning with an 11 a.m. pregame. It's a noon kickoff, as Edinburgh will be hosting Bloomsburg tomorrow, and Joe Lednuski will have the call of that contest. That's on Cool 101.7. Again, pregame time 11 o'clock. And on the Fox Sports radio stations, a good 2 hours after the conclusion of Jed Donahue's PA Sports Saturday now, it'll be Penn State football, a full 90-minute pregame at 2 o'clock. Kickoff time just after 3:30. Penn State on the road against Auburn in that one. And again, that game will be on the Fox Sports stations, 11:20 a.m. and 104.1 FM tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, though, on the Fox Sports stations, the Route 8 rivalry, Joe Lednuski will have the call between Franklin and Oil City at the oil field in Oil City. On 92.7 and 940 WGRP, it's Stephen G. Fulmer and Carl Rupert with Farrell at Greenville. And Chuck Stop and Big Gare are in Cambridge Springs as Cambridge hosts Reynolds on Cool 101.7. Again, all those games, 7 o'clock kickoffs. That's part 1 of Football Friday Night's preview, and I'm Tim Shaw.
When making your next vehicle purchase, you have many choices. What kind of vehicle do you want to buy? What color? What equipment? But just as all the choices are important, your choice of a dealership you do business with can have a lasting impact. That's why at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, we try to do things a bit differently, giving you a no-hassle and friendly visit anytime you stop for sales or service on your favorite Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and certified pre-owned models. So when you have the time, we invite you to find new roads and visit us on Route 8 North in Titusville or online at donovanbauer.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Mike Dill is your State Farm agent in Franklin.
State Farm and Mike Dill would love the opportunity to show you what kind of savings State Farm can bring you with your auto, home, and life insurance. If you're lucky, he might even do that discount double check thing.
For an appointment, call 437-1100 to see what State Farm can do for you, or visit the Mike Dill Agency at 1252 Liberty Street in downtown Franklin.
Howard Hanna Rosewood Real Estate is there to help you through all phases of buying and selling a home. Whether you're just starting out or ready to retire, Howard Hanna Rosewood Real Estate's full-time agents, Rose, Kevin, and Mary Ellen, will help you find the right home to meet your needs, your budget, and your lifestyle. Only Howard Hanna stands behind the value of their homes they sell with their 100% money-back guarantee. Call 677-5895 today and find out why so many people are saying, Howard Hanna sold mine.
Grandview Estates is your comfort headquarters. Need a place to unwind after a tough day on the job? Grandview Estates has over 100 best recliners in stock. 100% American made. The man chair you've been waiting for. Not getting a good night's sleep? Grandview Estates Englander 2-sided bedding is in stock. A good night's sleep awaits at your comfort headquarters. Grandview Estates, Route 157 at Venus. Over 100 American-made best recliners in stock. Englander 2-sided bedding in stock. Visit Grandview Estates, Route 157 in Venus. Serving you since 1974.
Snyder Electric is proud to be in our 37th year serving our friends and neighbors in the oil region. Our highly skilled team of electricians can handle any of your electrical needs. Whether it's industrial, institutional, commercial, or residential, we are always here for you. We are a very proud sponsor of many area youth sports teams and celebrate supporting our community. 24-hour-a-day service is nothing new for us. We've been handling all your emergency needs since 1985. For a quality job done right the first time or a free estimate, give Snyder Electric a call, 814-677-6368.
Feldman Jewelers offers a wide variety of modern, estate, and fashion jewelry, including a fabulous selection of designer sterling silver, LaFawn, and Mariana. Shop our large selection of decorative accessories and giftware. Just 2 doors up Liberty Street, find Something Clever, our unique ladies' boutique where we carry an extensive assortment of exceptional apparel, accessories, and unique gifts, including Brighton and Spartina. Feldman Jewelers and Something Clever, your destinations on Liberty Street in downtown Franklin.
Broadcasting from the Deeds Mechanical Studios, WKQW AM Oil City and W281CA Oil City. We are
High school football, the Route 8 rivalry is a presentation of Fox Sports Radio, 1120 and 104.1. Presented by Allegheny Tool and Supply, Feldman Jewelers, Freedabers on Oil City South Side, by Gates and Burns Realty, Rosen, Varsic and Rosen, by Grandview Estates, Fisher and Father, First United National Bank, the Fun Bank, Zockerl Motors, 257 Buy Sell Trade, by Claypeck Trucking Company, Gravatt Painting and Services, by Lowry Auto Body, Franklin Elks Lodge number 110, Titusville Area Hospital, by Anderson Furniture, Howard Hanna Real Estate, Griffin Phyllis Ford, by Pioneer Electric, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, Franklin Eagles Area 328, Cooperstown Sand and Gravel, by Dietz Mechanical, Franklin Service and Supply, Allstate Agent Paul Como, Warm Home and Hearth, by Larson Garbage Services, Pennsylvania Western University, Penn West, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, State Farm Agent Mike Dill, Tyanesta Builder Supply, and by Snyder Electric. Welcome back, everybody, to the J2 Media Sports Desk. I'm Tim Shaw. 28 minutes till kickoff. The Route 8 rivalry this evening. The Oil City Oilers hosting the Franklin Knights. We'll get the All-State agent Paul Como Coach's Corner interviews coming up in just a little bit. Joe Lednusky had the chance to talk to both Oil City's Dan York and Franklin's Matt Turk. This is the Gates and Burns Realty pregame show. And you are already a half hour, 32 minutes or so, into Griffin Phyllis Ford football Friday night. Oil City's won 5 in a row over the Franklin Knights. They're 3-0 this season, averaging 55 points a ball game. Junior running back Ethan Knox has rushed for 1,140-plus yards, 16 touchdowns on the ground, 17 overall. Now, Max Preps doesn't have the numbers on everybody in the country, but they have plenty. And among the rushing numbers that they have, only 2 running backs in the country have piled up more yardage so far than Ethan Knox. And both of those running backs have played 4 games. Ethan's played 3. The Oilers are coming off wins over Warren, Corey, and Northeast. They've not been held under 50 points a game yet. As a matter of fact, they've not been held under 52 yet. The Franklin Knights, meanwhile, 0-3, just that 1-point loss in the opener, but lopsided defeats since then. They've scored just 16 total points in 3 games. They were shut out last week. Haven't had a touchdown since their opener, the 14-13 loss at Titusville. The other losses came to Hickory and to General McLean. It's the 144th Route 8 rivalry. We have been keeping track, and, well, it was confirmed in the Derrick and News Herald this morning in the article by Ryan Kunzelman and Joe Henderson. We thank them for backing us up on that particular number. And Joe Lednusky will have the call of the game from the oil field starting with the 7 o'clock kickoff. Joe talks with Oilers coach Dan York when we come back in an All-State agent Paul Como Coach's Corner interview. It's the Gates and Burns Realty pregame show on Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio 1120 and 104.1.
Phillips Ford, Route 257 in Seneca, has your next car, truck, or SUV. Is it low miles you're after, monthly payment, or great financing? Stop by Griffin Phillips Ford today. Griffin Phillips Ford has your next low mileage affordable Escape, Edge, EcoSport, Fusion, or F-150. That's right, clean, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Let Griffin Phillips Ford get you in your next car, truck, or SUV today. Visit them online at griffinphillipsford.com or 257 in Seneca.
Up, and not away. Interest rates and the cost of almost everything keeps going up, and it doesn't seem as though it'll ever go away. So how do you afford your next big purchase or project? Here at the Fund Bank, we have the same concerns as you, and we want you to know that we're doing the best we can to keep our rates as low as possible. If you are searching for a smart and local lending institution, call us or stop by any of our 6 branches to speak with a loan officer. First United National Bank, the Fund Bank, online at fund-bank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Family owned and operated for more than 65 years, Franklin Service and Supply has been providing passenger car and light truck tires to the oil region. Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft, installed by trusted professionals, car, light truck, SUV, or for the farm. Franklin Service.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Varsity for the Oilers football game today. Tonight we feature our home-standing Oil City Oilers versus the visiting Franklin Knights in the relay rivalry. District 10 and the PMAA thank you for your attendance at this contest, and remind all students, parents, players, and fans that good sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Bullying, taunting, inappropriate language, and intimidating officials, players, and their coaches has no place in high school athletics and will not be tolerated. The coaches, officials, athletic directors, and good sports of District 10 and the PIAA appreciate your positive support. In case of an emergency, please find the nearest exit in the station. Thank you. for the Cranberry High School homecoming court.
Good evening and welcome to the 2022 homecoming football game. The Oilers will host the Franklin Knights. My name is Caitlin Moore and I am the president of Cranberry High Student Council. It's my pleasure to announce this year's homecoming court. Have Rachel Brown, escorted by Scott Finch. Next, we have Riley Donahue, escorted by Ashton Weaver. Next, Kendall Finley, escorted by Dane Lay. Brooke Hart, escorted by Colin Derby. Kenzie Carnes, escorted by Mason Brown. And last but not least, Layla Russell, escorted by Logan Felmy. Please welcome Brooke Whitley, president of the senior class, to crown the king and queen. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2022 homecoming king is Mason Brown. Congratulations to the entire court, king and queen. Now let's go Oilers!
One more round of applause for the Paramount High School homecoming court king and queen. At this time, we ask that everyone please stand, and if you are able, remove your hats and join the Oil City High School marching band for the performance of our national anthem, and please remain standing for the Oil City High School alma mater. Please note that during the alma mater, the Sapphires of color guard will be signing the lyrics in American Sign Language for the hearing impaired. Now, please join us in honoring America.
4, maybe 5 minutes. The Route 8 Ride.
144 with Oil City hosting the Franklin Knights, and Joe Lednuski will have the call on that one. I'll next see you with our first Snyder Electric in-game, out-of-town scoreboard update as we keep tabs on high school football for week number 4. This is the Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night broadcast on Fox Sports Radio 1120 and 104.1.
The award-winning group of providers at Orthopedic Associates of Meadville have recently opened up a new location at Titusville Area Hospital. With over 13 years' experience, Dr. Charlie Gates, the orthopedic surgeon at this new office, brings extensive training and knowledge. He treats a variety of conditions and injuries. The practice is located on the first floor of TAH. For additional information or appointments, call 814-827-9770 or visit titusvillehospital.org.
Once world famous for their shiny red dump trucks, Cooperstown Sand and Gravel now as a shiny new red building in a brand new location. Cooperstown Sand and Gravel, located between Sugar Creek and Wyattville, Route 322 west of Franklin. For more than a half a century, Cooperstown Sand and Gravel, family owned and operated Cooperstown Sand and Gravel for jobs of any size, delivery, or for the DIY weekend warrior. Call 374-4412 or stop by the brand new red building, Route 322 west of Franklin, between Sugar Creek and Wyattville.
The Franklin Elks Lodge number 110 is proud to sponsor high school athletics, Elks hoop shoot and soccer shootout, as well as the Franklin Elks tip-off basketball tournament. In addition, the Franklin Elks Lodge number 110 has donated $150,000 to local charities in the past year and awarded over $38,000 in scholarships. Franklin Elks Lodge number 110, proud to support high school athletics in the oil region.
Snyder Electric is proud to be in our 37th year serving our friends and neighbors in the oil region. Our highly skilled team of electricians can handle any of your electrical needs. Whether it's industrial, institutional, commercial, or residential, we are always here for you. We are a very proud sponsor of many area youth sports teams and celebrate supporting our community. 24-hour-a-day service is nothing new for us. We've been handling all your emergency needs since 1985. For a quality job done right the first time or a free estimate, give Snyder Electric a call, 814-677-6368.
Feldman Jewelers offers a wide variety of modern, estate, and fashion jewelry, including a fabulous selection of designer sterling silver, LaFawn, and Mariana. Shop our large selection of decorative accessories and giftware. Just 2 doors up Liberty Street, find Something Clever, our unique ladies' boutique where we carry an extensive assortment of exceptional apparel, accessories, and unique gifts, including Brighton and Spartina. Feldman Jewelers and Something Clever, your destinations on Liberty Street in downtown Franklin.
Family owned and operated for more than 65 years, Franklin Service and Supply has been providing passenger car and light truck tires to the oil region. Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft, installed by trusted professionals, car, light truck, SUV, or for the farm. Franklin Service and Supply has the tire for you. Stop in 119 Grant Street in Franklin or call 432-8016 and always online at tiresinfranklin.com to view current specials. That's Franklin Service and Supply.
Broadcasting from the Deeds Mechanical Studios, WKQW AM Oil City and W281CA Oil City. We are
Welcome to the oil field. It is Football Friday Night presented by Griffin Phyllis Ford. I'm Joe Lednuski as we are ready for kickoff. Shelton and Knox back deep for the Oilers. They won the toss and elected to receive. Pennyworth awaits for the go-ahead from the head linesman. There's the whistle, the run-up, and we are underway at the 144th edition of the Route 8 rivalry. Pennyworth's kick drives out of the back of the end zone, and Oil City will take over at their own 20-yard line. This is Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday Night. First quarter action is brought to you by Franklin Service and Supply. Couple of storylines, the can, the if, and the possibility of slowing down Ethan Knox and maybe some history, potentially with another 400-yard rushing effort for Mr. Knox. The Americas, that's right, America's leading rusher at 383 a contest. Lay under center, Pearsall the fullback, and Knox
gets the toss. He's going to come to the near side, cut it back inside, and he's going to be mowed down. Caden Carnes. He does pick up 2 on the play, but Carnes does a nice job staying at home and gets the stop. So Knox's first carry goes for 2 yards. Second down and 8. Dane Lay comes back from Dan York's sideline. They break the huddle. Zerby up top. Crocker, the tight end, the near side of the formation, out of the eye. Knox, of course, dots it. He's going to get it over the right side and not where to go. Maybe the second effort will get him to the 25. So he's going to pick up 3, brings up 3rd down and 5. Whole host of Knight defenders. So, sort of a slow start, just underway here at the oil field. Tim Shaw, fine job as always with the Gates and Burns pregame show. And always, of course, gracious to both Matt Turk and Dan York to join us each and every week. This time, Lay's going to keep. He's going to toss to Knox. He's at the 25, picks a block 30. Give him a run out of bounds about the 34-yard line. Give Knox, now going to give him 35. That's going to be a gain of 10. Buckley ran him out of bounds, but that will be a Clifford's Carpets first down out to the 35-yard line. Good read by Lay, making that pitch key come down the line, and the late toss to Knox. He gets the edge, and a good block on the perimeter by Colin Zerby, the wide receiver. Really did a nice job pushing that boundary corner back into the field, allowing Knox to turn the corner. Zerby split near side this time, ball far hash, tight ends each way. Out of the eye they go. Turns, gives, play action. They want to go up top. They got Zerby one-on-one, nearly intercepted. Maybe a little contact. Cole Buckley, as there is an injured Knight on the field. We'll take a timeout. Back with more. It's Griffin Phyllis Ford football Friday night. Nothing. Here, 10:28 to go in the first, just underway. It's the football Friday night. First quarter action presented by Franklin Service and Supply.
Grandview Estates is your comfort headquarters. Need a place to unwind after a tough day on the job? Grandview Estates has over 100 best recliners in stock. 100% American made. The man chair you've been waiting for. Not getting a good night's sleep? Grandview Estates Englander 2-sided bedding is in stock. A good night's sleep awaits at your comfort headquarters. Grandview Estates, Route 157 at Venus. Over 100 American-made best recliners in stock. Englander 2-sided bedding in stock. Visit Grandview Estates, Route 157 in Venus, serving you since 1974.
Howard Hanna Rosewood Real Estate is there to help you through all phases of buying and selling a home. Whether you're just starting out or ready to retire, Howard Hanna Rosewood Real Estate's full-time agents, Rose, Kevin, and Mary Ellen, will help you find the right home to meet your needs, your budget, and your lifestyle. Only Howard Hanna stands behind the value of their homes they sell with their 100% money-back guarantee. Call 677-5895 today and find out why. So many people are saying, Howard Hanna sold mine.
Hey, Julie, I need to visit Tia Nesta Builder Supply. Where are they located?
It's Tia Nesta Builder Supply, Dave, and they're on the Dam Hill.
Right. Wait, what did you say?
Tia Nesta Builder Supply is on the Dam Hill, above the Tia Nesta Dam. They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. They have this awesome website, tianestabuilders.us. You can buy online.
Thanks. I'm heading to Tia Nesta Builders on the Dam Hill.
Tia Nesta Builder Supply, family owned and operated since 1958 in Tia Nesta and Shippenville.
All right, back here at the oil field. Bad to worse for Matt Turk's bunch. Alex Weibel helped off the field. And unfortunately for Matt Turk and company, it is just one after the other. It will be second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Toss to Knox, and Knox dragging a whole host of tacklers. They're going to give him the 44-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of 4 over the left side. Brings up second, or make that 3rd down and 6. Again, nice job here in the early going of team tackling by Franklin. And doing a nice job of keeping All City behind the sticks a little bit. 3rd down and 6. 9:47 on a rolling first quarter clock. Zerby split to the near side. Man in motion. Becomes a wingback on the left. They're going to give to Knox. Knox is going to be drugged down from behind and short. They move Carbaugh across the formation to be the lead blocker. But again, it was good job of team tackling and decision time here in the early going for Danny York. I can't imagine it's going to be too much conversation. Watch for Pearsall on the fullback dive. 4th and 1, a little more than 1. The nose of the football touching the far hash of the 44. So it's a yard and most of the football. A loaded backfield, 2 fullbacks. The toss to Knox. He loses his footing, but he didn't get much, too, and that's one more than he needed to move the sticks. That's a Clifford Scarpets first down. They put Pearsall and Carbaugh in the backfield and really struggled to get a push. So say what you want about this depleted Franklin roster, but Jonah Heckathorn and company up front doing a nice job here in the early going. Matt Wimmer as well up there. And they've done a nice job. Tristan Brooks also has had his helmet on a couple of pads. Toss to Knox, this time comes left. Pearsall the lead blocker. And again, not a whole heck of a lot. And a nice job coming down the line by Jeremy Cunningham. Also in on the play was Carnes. Minimal gain. What are they going to give him? Two on the play. So Knox, he does have the 10-yard run. 2nd down and 8 out to the 48-yard line. Ball near hash. Johnny Hargenrader is going to check in. Carbaugh checks out. They break the huddle. Hargenrader and Zerby go up top. Crocker, the tight end, to the near side of the formation. Ball near hash. Out of the eye they go. Lay, of course, under center. Fakes the dive to the fullback. Bounces it outside. Cuts it upfield. He's going to be stood up and spun down there. Nice job on the perimeter by Gabe Wright. Not losing his leverage. And it's a minimal gain. They are across the midfield stripe. Down to the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 again. Give this Franklin front a lot of credit here in this opening possession. So Lay comes from the sideline. Clock continues to roll. 6:51 and counting in the opening quarter. First quarter action is brought to you by Franklin Service and Supply. 2 to the near side. Zerby split wide. Hargenrader in the slot. Ball far hash. They work out of the eye. The toss to Knox comes to the near side. Gets a lead block. The 50, the 45, the 40. It will be a Clifford Scarpets first down. Cards on the stop and a late flag. It's going to be a hold, and it's all coming back. So the first down negated. It's going to be 3rd down and long now. It was very late for a hold. It was almost like it was thrown on the tackle. I thought it was going to be a hand on the cage for Franklin. But anyway, 10-yard penalty, so it did. I mean, it happened beyond the yard to gain. So back into Oilers territory. 3rd down and 9. They have it at their own 47-yard line. Better hurry. They got 8 on the play clock. I think Dan York's going to have to burn a timeout here. 3, 2. And they do get the timeout. Dan York's not going to be happy about that. 6:08 to go in the first. Scoreless, Oil City driving. They face third down and 9 when we come back. It's Football Friday Night presented by Griffin Phyllis Ford. This is Fox Sports Radio.
Community Federal Credit Union is here for you. In a world of uncertainty, isn't it nice to know some things haven't changed? Like Community Connect's commitment to their members and community. We are here to help you save, plan, invest, grow, and sometimes move forward into new opportunities or adventures. Community Connect FCU has many options available, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Since 2017, 257 Buy-Sell Trade has donated over $5,200 to Toys for Tots, and we're continuing that tradition of donating $1 for every point the Oil City Oilers score this season. Stop into our store and donate to Toys for Tots today. While you're there, check out our selection of new and pre-owned merchandise, including new jewelry. 257 Buy-Sell Trade also buys gold, silver, platinum, and coins. 257 Buy-Sell Trade, proud supporter of Toys for Tots and the Oil City Oilers. Route 257 on the Seneca Hill.
Welcome back. First quarter action presented by Franklin Service and Supply. 3rd and 9. Ball near hash. Toss to Knox. He's across midfield, and he's going to be wrestled back. Landon Perry on the stop. He does get across the 50 down to the 49. So that's a gain of 4. That's 27 on 7 carries so far. 5:38 and rolling. Knox has been the predominant ball carrier. But remember, they did have this converted, but it was a hold beyond the line to gain that sent it backwards. So out of the eye, tights each way, ball near hash. Zerby split to the near side, toss to the right is Knox. Looks for some real estate, spin, and it's going to be short. Well, it's going to be close. It first was short. Matt Turk. That was short. Matt Turk's defense holds. 45-yard line. They needed 5. He only got 4. Turnover on downs. Let's see what Matt Turk has up his sleeve. I believe Jason Carey's going to be the starting quarterback tonight. Of course, Cole Buckley going to be one of the primary weapons. They take over at their own 45. And it is Carey. 2x2 each way. Sidecar left is Caden Beatty. Back to Carey. Throws it in the slot at the 50. Across the 50 and down to the 41-yard line. Jonah Heckathorn on the reception. That's a Clifford's Carpets first down. Right out of the box. They come throwing it. That's going to be a gain of 14 to Heckathorn on the pitch and catch. Clock continues to roll. 4:55, just the first possession of the game for Franklin. 2x2 each way. Checks it down in the slot, and it's going to be intercepted by Knox. As he jumped it, middle pressure came. Carbaugh in the face of Carey, never got his feet set, and Knox picks it at the 39-yard line. Middle pressure got home. The feet weren't set. Knox reads the route and jumps it, makes the diving interception, and the Oilers take over at their own 39-yard line. So 2 plays, 2 passes, 1 good, 1 not so good. It's a turnover. Your Gravatt Painting and Services in-game reset. There it is. They've not been able to get Knox going. He's got 31 yards on 8 carries. No wide receivers. Out of the eye. And a delay of game on the change of possession. I'm not certain. No, they're going to get the timeout. So Dan York is going to be forced to call a timeout, and we will take a 30-second timeout as well. 4:39 to go here in the opening quarter. First quarter action presented by Franklin Service and Supplies. This is Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night on Fox.
Proud to be family-owned and operated, Free Neighbors invites everyone to come on in and get the best. There's Whirlpool, GE, Maytag, LG, and Samsung appliances, Bryant Furnaces and Central AC Systems, and Valor Fireplaces, plus Weber and the Big Green Egg Barbecue Grills, along with Sony, Samsung, and LG Home Electronics and more, with hometown-friendly customer service, too. For quality brands at competitive prices, see Free Neighbors today.
Everybody's doing it, coming from far and near.
Back here at the oil field, first down and 10, although Dan York had to use his second timeout. 4:39 to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless. Your Gravette Painting and Services in-game reset. Well, it's an Ethan Knox interception. 2 plays, 1 completion to Heckathorn for 14 yards, and then Carey gets picked. Ball far hash. Man in motion is Carbaugh. Out of the eye, the toss to Knox. Knox looks for some real estate. Second effort, keeping those legs moving. He's going to get across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7. Nice. Again, you got to give this Franklin front 7. They've done a marvelous job of team tackling. Gavin Stevens gets the play from the sideline. He checks in for the first time. Second down and 3, exactly 4 minutes to go. Don't forget the halftime show presented by Claypack Trucking Company with Tim Shaw. Carbaugh, the man in motion, out of the eye. Loses the handle. Toss to Knox. He's got midfield. He's got 45. Head of steam. He's across the 40. Still digging. And he's going to be marked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's going to be a gain of... Not certain what the original line of scrimmage was there. I apologize. I believe it's a gain of 17. Ball at the 35-yard line of Clifford's Carpets, first down. Ball far hash. Counter play, backside to Knox. See you later. Knox, house call, 35 yards, and the Oilers are on the board. Ran the counter, lost leverage, and nobody touched him. Knox, 35 yards to the house, and they are on the board at the 3:30 mark. So Knox, 35 yards, his first touchdown of the night, a pile of carries already. As Shelton is on for the PAT. Lay the holder. Snaps high, holds good, and I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and give Bryson Watson coming off the edge. I think he might have got a piece of that. 3:30 to go. It's 6-0 Oil City back in 30. It's Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who thought maybe college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and opening up a world of choices. We're making college approachable. We understand where you're coming from, and we will help you get where you're going. At Penn West University, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more about Pennsylvania Western University at pennwest.edu.
35 yards and a touchdown. PAT no good. So let's see what the running total here is. That's 93 rushing yards, if my math is correct. I believe it is. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 carries. 11 carries for 93 yards. 3:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Squib kick by Shelton, and Oil City was offsides. Tell you what, Dan York, if you've never had the opportunity to meet Dan York and speak with him, I know a lot of people, are somewhat critical, or certainly in the beginning were critical of his offense. I mean, it's not flashy, but he's a guy that expects perfect. And that's his philosophy. They only run a handful of plays out of a handful of formations and assume they're just going to line up and knock you backwards. And, the element of being perfect, they've been pretty sloppy here with some pre-snap infractions and having to call timeouts. They've only got one remaining. Shelton now on to kick. A squib kick. It hits one of the up men. It's a live football. Still out. I think Oil City got it. It hit one of the up men and caromed all the way back to the 50-yard line. Hayden Wilson, number 32, the junior tight end linebacker, Johnny on the spot. I mean, it hit one of the up men at about the 43-yard line and caromed all the way back to midfield, and Wilson recovered it there. Actually, I think they're going to... So here we go. Near side wingback is Crocker. Out of the eye. Zerby split near side, and Matt Turk is going to take a timeout. We will, too. 3:26 to go in the first quarter. First quarter action presented by Franklin Service and Supply. 6-0 Oil City. It's Griffin Phillips Ford football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
Whether you just found it or you've lived there for years, you'll never forget that feeling. It was something that made you realize this house would become your home. And since there's no place like it, it deserves protection just as special. A local Allstate agent can help you customize an Allstate house and home insurance policy and point out lots of ways to save. Like if you have a newer roof, it could help lower your rate.
Call Franklin and Cranberry Allstate agent Paul Como today, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
For more than 50 years, Clarion and the surrounding areas has trusted Larson Garbage Services for residential garbage collection. At Larson Garbage Services, we're like a really good long snapper. Not many people know our name, they just expect us to do what we're good at. Call Larson Garbage Services today at 229-0461. Remember that time James Harrison had to long snap? Larson Garbage Services is just something you expect to work and no one notices until it doesn't work. For 50 plus years, Larson Garbage Services has just done it right.
All right, first and 10 in midfield after the squib kick recovery, and I apologize. That 44 is Hayden Wilson, not Carbaugh. Lay drops back. The aforementioned Wilson wide open at the 30. Still on his feet. Stiff arm. 5. Touchdown. 50 yards. Lay to Wilson. Reservations for 6. And the Route 8 rivalry all of a sudden has a different feel. 17 seconds later, Lay to Wilson. 50 yards. And now I would imagine that they go for 2. They went play action, and Hayden Wilson literally had to wait on it. The junior tight end with the reception from 50 yards out. Here comes the 2-point try. 3:13 to go in the Franklin Service and Supply first quarter. When you have a heavy box, you leave a one-on-one on the back end, especially against play action. Great play call. As the give is to Knox. And he barely gets in, but he does get in. So it's 14-0. 3:13 to go in the Franklin Service and Supply first quarter. Back in 30 on Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night.
Don't get caught in the dark. Visit Pioneer Electric, 405 Allegheny Avenue in Franklin today. When the lights go out, you'll want to be prepared. Pioneer Electric offers a great selection of Champion portable and standby generators, plus LED light bulbs and LED fixtures, and the experienced staff to help with all of your commercial, residential, and industrial electric supply needs. Pioneer Electric, 405 Allegheny Avenue in Franklin, 437-1342. That's 437-1342, and online at pioneerelect.com. Pioneer Electric, serving the oil region since 1973.
3:13 to go into Franklin Service and Supply first quarter. Special teams, turnovers, and miscues. Franklin has only ran 2 plays. One of them was an interception. After the 35-yard Knox touchdown run, Shelton hit it off one of the up men and ultimately recovered by Wilson. And then the first play from scrimmage, Legos play action, top shelf to Wilson, 50 yards. Squib kick again. This time will be fielded. No, it won't. It gets through the wickets. And it will be recovered. So, 25-yard line is where Franklin will start. Carey. Bunch of guys in the backfield with him. Only one wide receiver near hash. And it's a direct snap to Buckley. Buckley tries to get it outside at the 30. It's going to be ridden out of bounds on the far sideline by Carl Shelton. See where they spot him out of bounds. That was a nice run by Buckley. They're going to give him 8 on the play. All the way up to the 33-yard line. Second down and 2, 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. First quarter action is presented by Franklin Service and Supply. Loaded backfield again. Buckley out of the Wildcat and nowhere to go. The field corner lay, the first to get there. I'm sorry, that was 9. Ben Garland, the linebacker. Hargenrader also got a piece of that as well. Garland in on the stop. I stand corrected, but back to the Wildcat, and that's going to be a loss on the play. Loss of 3. So they break the huddle. 2:27 to go. This time Carey has sidecar right, and that's Beatty. Drops back, looks to throw, middle pressure again, and again it was Pearsall. They blitzed the linebacker, nobody picked him up. Buckley, the intended target, is going to bring up 4th down and 5. I believe that was the same pass pattern that was intercepted by Knox, trying to work that out route from the field slot, working from the near hash. But Pearsall, again, with a middle pressure. $17 on the play clock. 2:12 to go in the opening quarter. Umstead flips out, and they are going to punt this thing away. Fennyworth. And it's going to be a false start along the front. I believe the Landon Perry's going to be whistled coming out of his stance. Now, the way Dan York has sort of been a riverboat gambler here, kind of felt the team was a little stagnant in their first possession. I can't help but wonder, do they go after this one? Is that Umstead back to kick? I think that is Umstead, not Fenneworth. Late substitution. Do they go after him? No, they don't. They bring 4. Umstead, low driving kicks, going to bounce at midfield, take a Franklin bounce, across the 40, across the 35, down to the 29-yard line. No return for Knox. Umstead with a pretty good kick there. Flipped the field the best he could. That's where Dan York's punch is going to take over. $1:58 to go in the first quarter. First quarter action is brought to you by Franklin Service and Supply. Hargan Raiders going to split out top. Ball near hash. Crocker wing back to the right side of the formation, out of the eyes, Knox. Now Crocker comes in motion to the near side. They give it to Knox over the left side. There's a flag on the play. A legal shift would be my guess. Nope, false start. So Knox's run negated. They're going to mark it from the 29. It'll be first down and 15 back at the 24-yard line. I was very confused. All right. I knew when I said the 24-yard line I was right, and then all of a sudden we're marking the penalty up from the 35. All right, here we go. There we go. I think we're right. First down at 15 at the 24-yard line. 1:41 on a rolling first quarter clock. Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night here on Fox Sports Radio. I'm Joe Lednuski. So, Hargan Raider in the slot. I believe that's Gavin Stevens up top. Ball near hash. Counter play to Knox. He's got a wall of blockers out in front of him. He's got the 30, 35, 40. Down the near sideline, still on his feet. Runs a would-be tackler over at midfield. And he gets down to, so 26 plus 7. Sounds like a 33-yard rush. $33-yard rush that time for Knox over the left side. Not too dissimilar to the motion in the action that he scored his 35-yarder. This time he ran it back to the boundary, not the field. But either way, it's a Clifford's Carpets first down in Knights territory. Offset eye. They're going to flip in the flat to Pearsall. He's going to get across the 40 and drag would-be tacklers all the way down to the 35-yard line. I believe they're going to give him the 35. They are. So good first quarter, a good first down gain as the first quarter clock is stopped. That's an 8-yard pitch and catch for Pearsall, his first grab of the night. Make it 7. They're going to no, that is 8. No, I believe that's 8 yards. Ball 35 and second down and 2. Wing back and a tight end to the near side. They toss to Knox. Knox over the middle, and let's see where his forward progress is going to be blown dead. That's going to be a gain of 4. 31-yard line and a Clifford's Carpets first down. So a new set of downs down to the 32-yard line. So first and 10, 32-yard line. Toss to Knox. He's got some blockers out in front. He cuts it up inside, 25-20, and he's going to come down at the 16-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 16. And after one, 14-0. Take a timeout. It's Griffin Phillips Ford football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
Allegheny Tool and Supply, 725 Grant Street in Franklin, is proud to sponsor the coverage of high school sports. Allegheny Tool and Supply is locally owned, community-minded business, providing a hands-on approach, treating each customer with respect before, during, and after the sale. For a full list of all products ATS provides, visit their website, AlleghenyTool.net. Allegheny Tool and Supply, an industry and community leader.
Family owned and operated for more than 65 years, Franklin Service and Supply has been providing passenger car and light truck tires to the oil region. Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft, installed by trusted professionals, car, light truck, SUV, or for the farm, Franklin Service and Supply has the tire for you. Stop in 119 Grant Street in Franklin or call 432-8016 and always online at tiresinfranklin.com to view current specials. That's Franklin Service and Supply. One quarter in the books. Knox, 14 for 146 and a touchdown. Lay to Hayden Wilson off play action, 50 yards. They come 17 seconds apart. Ethan Knox with a 2-point conversion. It's 14-0. Second quarter action is brought to you by the Fun Bank. Here on Griffin Phillips Ford football Friday night. Don't forget, Tim Shaw will be coming your way with the Claypeck Trucking Company halftime show. Knox off the backside. He's going to walk into the end zone. His 15th carry is good for a 16-yard touchdown run. And he is on the board again. And so are the Oilers. So the first play comes at 11:54. Knox goes 17 yards. The Shelton PAT try out of the hold of Lay. And flag on the play. They got too many out there? Looks like it. So, again, you talk about Dan York, he expects to be perfect. And some things they could control that they've not done terribly well this evening. The Shelton kick is no good as Watson and Hackathorn were in his kitchen. So the PAT's no good. It's 20-0 Oilers. Just 6 seconds gone in the second quarter. Back with more in 30 seconds. It's Griffin Phillips Ford football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
Griffin Phillips Ford, Route 257 in Seneca, has your next car, truck, or SUV. Is it low miles you're after, monthly payment, or great financing? Stop by Griffin Phillips Ford today. Griffin Phillips Ford has your next low mileage affordable Escape, Edge, EcoSport, Fusion, or F-150. That's right, clean, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Let Griffin Phillips Ford get you in your next car, truck, or SUV today. Visit them online at griffinphillipsford.com or 257 in Seneca.
15 carries, 162 rushing yards, and a pair of rushing touchdowns. 20-0. Oil City leads Franklin here in the 144th edition of the Route 8 rivalry. Heard a really good-looking guy gave the Route 8 rivalry its nickname. I can't believe nobody thought of it prior, but so the rivalry, who, let's be honest, as of late, has not been much of a rivalry, but let's see if Franklin can get off the mat here. Haven't ran but 5 plays, if I'm not mistaken. Ran 2 plays with the interception, then had the 3 and out. As Shelton with another squib kick, and one of the up men is just going to slide on top of that one. Dallas Ross. And Franklin will take over at their own 40-yard line. Get some pretty good field position. They'll make that the 39-yard line. So that's where Jason Carey will break the huddle. Their first possession of the second quarter. Second quarter action is brought to you by Fun Bank. Don't forget, after the game, we've got the player of the game, and then, of course, the Franklin State Farm agent Mike Dill play of the game. That's all prior to the Friday night final presented by Dietz Mechanical. And Franklin's going to have to take a timeout. Their second timeout of the half as well. 11:52 till halftime. We'll take a break as well. It's 20-0. Oil City leads the Route 8 rivalry.
Anderson Furniture in Franklin features 3 floors of furniture for every room in your home. You'll find living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Visit Anderson's second floor comfort gallery for reclining sofas, sectionals, and recliners in fabric and leather. Choose from extra features like lift recliners, power recliners, and power adjustable headrests. Get the comfort, quality, and style you want at honest, everyday value prices. Anderson Furniture, 225 13th Street, downtown Franklin. Your home, your style, your store.
At the Sports Desk, Tim Shaw here. With an in-game, out-of-town scoreboard update presented by Snyder Electric. Meadville holding a 33-0 lead over Titusville early in the second quarter. On the other hand, Grove City is on top of Sharon at Sharon, 14-7 early in the second. Sharpsville and Slippery Rock tied up at 7-7 at the end of one. For now, that's your Snyder Electric in-game, out-of-town scoreboard update on Fox Sports Radio.
All right. Second quarter action presented by the Fun Bank. It's Griffin Phillips Ford. Football Friday night. Carey with the give. Garland is going to track him down in the backfield. That was Caden Beatty on the carry. That's going to be a tackle for loss. Loss of 4 back to the 35-yard line. Ben Garland, another one of these youngsters. There's a lot of reason for excitement. The 5'10", 185-pound sophomore. So second down and 14 on the play. Or I should say, it will be second down and 14 for the next play. Now the ball is at the far hash. Bryson Watson split to the near side, 2 up top. Sidecar left for Beatty. He drops back, a quick pass on the far boundary, and that's going to be all the way up to the 43-yard line. That's a good gain. Gain of 7. Shelton on the stop. I believe that was Beatty on the reception. Good for 7. No, I'm sorry. That was 33. That was Heckathorn in the slot. Buckley split to the near side. Far hash. Beatty again with pressure. The McFetrich with the pressure on Carey. Rolls to his right. He's going to be slung down at the 40-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3 and another 4th down and long for the Knights.
3-yard loss tonight to make it 4th down and 10.
They've not blitzed much, but when they do, they get home. And it looks like Matty Turk's going to keep the offense on the football field. They are. They break the huddle. Sidecar left is going to be Beatty. Bunch to the top. Ball on the far hash. Carey, of course, out of the gun. Climbs the pocket, looks to go downfield, and a great throw and a better catch by Buckley. That's going to be a Clifford's Carpets first down. That time a much better pocket presence by Carey. Climbed the pocket, got his feet set, and threw open out of the break Buckley. And a Clifford's Carpets first down into Oiler territory at the 47, or make that 48-yard line. So the 4th and 9 conversion. Keeps the offense on the field. Now they go pistol out of the eye. Motion man becomes the wingback, the fullback, the toss to Beatty, tries to get outside, and the edge set, driven back, Garland and company over there. Also, Johnny Hargenrader in on the stop. So that's going to be a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Late substitution as Tristan Brooks leaves the huddle. Split near side is Watson. Out of this pistol look again. They motion the fullback to a wingback. This time they're going to give to Beatty, and he is swallowed by a whole host. Garland is going to get credit for the tackle, but Cam Crocker absolutely blew that play up. The big fella, that's going to be a TFL for Garland, but it was Crocker that made it. Ball back to midfield. A loss of 3 brings up 3rd down and 12. .30 till halftime. Reminder, this is homecoming for the Oilers, so it will be an extended halftime. Halftime is brought to you by Claypeck Trucking Company, Route 8 in Reno. Shout out to all the good folks at Claypeck. Been great sponsors of Football Friday night over the years. Sidecar right, Carey drops back, climbs the pocket again, looks to go downfield. Gavin Stevens on the coverage, and the interception. One-on-one on the boundary. The intended target was Brooks, and the interception, Gavin Stevens, is at the 25-yard line. One-on-one on the island, and Stevens made a great break on the football. Just got the head back, ball probably underthrown a bit. Great play by Stevens on the far sideline. Second pick of the night for this Oilers defense. Exactly 8 minutes. Take an opportunity for the Gravatt Painting and Services in-game reset. Couple of interceptions. Knox with 1. Stevens with 1 there. 15 carries for 162. 2 rushing touchdowns. Jason Carey gets to start tonight at quarterback. Your Gravatt Painting and Services in-game reset. Fullback, nope, they keep it to Lay. Lay pops it out to Knox, and he's going to be across the 30, 35, and ridden out of bounds very close to the 40-yard line. They are going to give him the 40. That's a gain of 15. That is his 16th carry of the night. For 177 rushing yards, 15 carries, 2 touchdowns, 177. And we still got 138 on a rolling second quarter clock. Out of the eye, Pearsall the fullback, ball near hash. Turn, give, counterplay to Knox. Knox with a head of steam and a wall. He's at midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Knox. That goes for 60, and he's got a hat trick with 7:15 to go. Knox on his 18th carry of the night. Wow. 2:37 And it's 7:15 to halftime. Sports fans, the kid gets the edge. He's got some wheels. Let's see. The 2-point try. 26-0. And Lay rolls out. He's going to throw back, and the intended target was Zerby. That goes incomplete. 26-0. 7:15 till halftime. Second quarter action is brought to you by Franklin Service and Supply. Back in 30 here on Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Mike Dill is your State Farm agent in Franklin.
State Farm and Mike Dill would love the opportunity to show you what kind of savings State Farm can bring you with your auto, home, and life insurance. If you're lucky, he might even do that discount double check thing.
For an appointment, call 437-1100 to see what State Farm can do for you, or visit the Mike Dill Agency at 1252 Liberty Street in downtown Franklin.
All right, back here at the oil field. And unofficially, the number 237. As the Shelton kick drives into the end zone.
Shelton kick goes in the end zone, and the Knights will have it at the 20. Now here is our second $500 winner tonight.
So 17 carries, 237, 3 touchdowns. 7:15 to halftime. Woo! Kid can cook, man. And we're talking about how it feels like it's a slow night. It was a slow night because he started with carries of 2, 3, 10, 4, 2, 2. Took him a while to get the big rips, but he is rolling now. Let's see what the Oilers got for him. Or, excuse me, the Knights got for him. Loaded backfield again. Caden Carnes back there as well. Toss to Beatty. Beatty looks for some real estate. He's going to get across the 20 as that play was stretched out wonderfully by the Oiler defense. Minimal, long run, but minimal gain. Where's this ball going to be spotted? Okay, that's a long way to run for 2 yards. So the nation's leading rusher has not disappointed thus far. Second down and 8. Sidecar left for Carey. Nope, that's going to be Buckley as he runs a wildcat. Heavy pressure. Pearsall and Wilson give chase, but Buckley breaks the pocket, 25-30, and there's going to be a blindside block is going to be the call. So a good play by Buckley is going to be negated. Shelton makes the stop, and as I said, it's going to be a blindside block, and it's coming back.
Looks like we're going to bring that one back. A call against the Knights.
So that's going to be marked. Yeah, but blindside block is the call. And they should mark it. So this is going to be one of those weird numbers. So it's going to be back to the 18-yard line.
Penalty was taken all the way back to the 17-yard line.
So it's going to be like second down and 11, second down and 12. It happened downfield. Loaded backfield again. Carey drops back, gets his feet set. It's caught by Buckley. 25-30 down the far sideline, ridden out of bounds. About the 43-yard line. Garland, Knox, and Stevens in pursuit, but not before a Clifford's Carpets first down out to the 42-yard line. Give him 24 on the reception. Tell you what, when Carey gets his feet set, he can have some success pushing this thing downfield. Problem is hadn't had a lot of time to get his feet set, step up in the pocket, put some zip on it. Carey loads up, and he's got Buckley again at the 49-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9. Good, clean pocket for Carey to work. A good route by Buckley. It's going to be just shy of the sticks to gain. He's across midfield into Oiler territory.
Looks like 2nd and 1 for the Knights.
6:12 and counting till halftime. Clyde Trucking Company halftime show. The man, the myth, the legend that is Tim Shaw, as another timeout is going to be taken. The final timeout of the half by the Franklin Knights. We'll take a timeout as well. It's 26-0. Oil City. Exactly 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Second quarter action is brought to you by the Fun Bank. It's Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
Some things were made to go up. A balloon goes up, a kite goes up, an airplane goes up. But there's some things you never want to see go up. Yikes, that's supposed to go down. Now what do? Who do you call? 437-6661. That's the number for Dietz Mechanical, the number 1 solution to your number 2 problem. From broken pipes to backed up drains, slow sinks to clogged toilets, Dietz Mechanical has the training and experience to handle all of your plumbing problems. And don't forget about their expert hot water heater installation. Dietz Mechanical offers electrical, natural gas, liquid propane, and indirect fired water heaters for boilers, as well as removal and disposal for your old water heater. Call 437-6661 for your free in-home estimate. 24-hour live answering service with dispatch is available. That's 437-6661 for Dietz Mechanical, the number 1 solution to your number 2 problem. PA number 14449.
Broadcasting from the Dietz Mechanical Studios, WKQW AM Oil City and W281CA Oil City. We are sports.
It's going to go for a gain, but Carey got flushed again. McFetrich slings him down at the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Franklin sort of slow to break the huddle, but still plenty of time. 15 on the play clock. Ball near hash, bunch to the near side of the formation. Sidecar right. Carey, middle pressure again. Garland comes in and gets him off the edge. They brought Garland and Isaiah Robinson coming off the near side, and just nowhere for Carey to go. Tried to step up, and he's slung down for the tackle for loss. Back at, well, I should say the sack, I guess, back to the 39-yard line. Fenneworth back into punt. I'm positive that Umstead punted the last time. So I don't know what Matt Turk's got going here. Low snap. Fenneworth picks it up. Good kick. Again, the pressure by McFetrich, as Knox is going to let this thing bounce, and it's going to get across the 20 and eventually be downed at the 15-yard line. Fenneworth with a good kick and the poor acting job of trying to buy the roughing call. McFetrich sort of shaking his head at him as he walked away. But a good punt by Fenneworth nonetheless. And Oil City 17 carries, 237 unofficially, 3 touchdowns for the nation's leading rusher.
Congratulations to Richard Van Warmer. Richard Van Warmer's buying the night.
So let's see what Dan York does. His offense takes the field. 1st and 10 at the 15. 4:14 to halftime. They give it. Nope, it's end around. It's Shelton. He's at the 20. Looks for some real estate up to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. They're gonna say the 27-yard line. So that's a gain of 12 and a Clifford's Carpets first down for Carl Shelton on the end around. And I can't understate enough, and I don't, this is obviously not derogatory, but it feels like a sluggish offensive performance for the Oilers. They've not had as many chunk plays as we're accustomed to. Give this Franklin defense some serious credit. Knox dots the I, tight ends each way. Give the counter play, kick out block. He's at the 30. It's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 8. Books on the stop. Make that 7. 2nd down and 3. Lone wide receiver, the far hash. Ball is on the near hash. Out of the I they go. Fake the dive. They pitch to Knox. He's at the 45, 40, into night territory, but there's a flag on the play. Hold the phone. So it's a Clifford's Carpets first down from the 34. It's a gain of 17 is going to be negated. $3:15 till halftime. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 at the 29. Again, that was another downfield hold. Wilson in the slot, the tight end near side, as is Stevens, split to the field. Toss to Knox. 30, 35, 40, stiff arm at the 35. He's across midfield. So 29-yard line. And he's going to be out at the 49, so that's a gain of 20. So Clifford's Carpets first down. Knox continues to impress. 2:45 till halftime. Clifford's Carpets first down. Second quarter action is brought to you by the Fun Bank. Don't forget Tim Shaw will be coming your way with the Claypack Trucking Company halftime show. Take a look at the Snyder Electric out-of-town scoreboard. Wing back to the far side of the formation, and it's going to be Shelton. That wing back, he's got a window. 40, 30, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Shelton goes 51 yards at the 2:35 mark. So Shelton with a big one. The wingback end around. And it is now 32-0, 2:35 till halftime. So, .235 here, and they've had some issues. Only the Knox conversion has been good for any extra points. Heavy backfield. Knox, he's going to walk in behind Pearsall's lead block. 34-0, 2:35 till halftime. This is Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night.
Proud to be family-owned and operated, Friedhaber's invites everyone to come on in and get the best. There's Whirlpool, GE, Maytag, LG, and Samsung appliances, Bryant furnaces and central AC systems, and Valor fireplaces, plus Weber and the Big Green Egg barbecue grills, along with Sony, Samsung, and LG home electronics and more, with hometown-friendly customer service, too. For quality brands at competitive prices, see Friedhaber's today.
Everybody's doing it, coming from far and near.
Howard Hanna Rosewood Real Estate is there to help you through all phases of buying and selling a home. Whether you're just starting out or ready to retire, Howard Hanna Rosewood Real Estate's full-time agents, Rose, Kevin, and Mary Ellen, will help you find the right home to meet your needs, your budget, and your lifestyle. Only Howard Hanna stands behind the value of their homes they sell with their 100% money-back guarantee. Call 677-5895 today and find out why so many people are saying, Howard Hanna sold mine.
264 and 19 tries, 3 touchdowns, but it's Carl Shelton's 51-yarder. Yeah, this is a fun little fact. 34-0. Oil City has 2 50-yard touchdowns and a 60-yarder, but only one of those belonged to Knox. Shelton on the end around goes 51 yards. And then Knox with the 60-yarder. And then they go up top, Lay to Wilson, 50 yards. 34-0. A couple of interceptions for this Oiler defense. And Shelton is on to kick again. That's your Gravatt Painting and Services in-game reset. Don't forget Tim Shaw coming your way with the Claypack Trucking Company halftime show. Now, after the procedure penalty, Shelton's going to kick a squib kick from the 45, and it's going to find its way to the blue paint. And that's where, or I should say the 20-yard line, the ball will come out to.
Ball goes into the end zone, and Franklin have it at their own 20.
So 34-0, and this is going to sound strange, but when Jason Carey has had time to work, he's been quite effective. The time, however, has been problematic. I mean, he's, like I said, when he's had a clean pocket, he's able to climb up in it and made a good deep out throw on the boundary to Cole Buckley. I mean, he's done some good things. He's got that heavy backfield with him. This time, 2 to the top of your screen. Out of the gun. Carey, again, flushed. Steps up, loads up, wants to go down. And a great adjustment on the football by Buckley to go up and get it. What a catch. Gavin Stevens in his hip pocket the entire time. Noah Sanchez applied the pressure. Carey took a deep breath, stepped up, pushed it down the field. And Buckley with a marvelous catch. Great coverage by Stevens. Not much more he was going to do. That's all the way down to the 45-yard line. So, 2:18 till halftime. Clifford's Carpets first down. Here we go. Out of the eye and the gun. Pistol. And Sanchez just destroyed that play. Sanchez and McFetrich, but number 17 got there first. I don't know if he was in the huddle or what, knew the play call, but certainly knew the snap count. That's a tackle for loss. Loss of 4 back to the 49-yard line. 100 seconds till halftime. Second quarter action is brought to you by Fun Bank. Out of the pistol. City shows blitz, and they are coming. And I think the right tackle felt him coming. Flag on the play. And he did. So it's going to become 2nd down and 17. And they are blitzing multiple guys in the same gaps now. I mean, there is blood in the water, and the Sharks are circling with Dan York's defense. And they got a couple of dudes that bring some speed. We haven't really called Garland's name much either. I mean, this is a sophomore that everybody's excited about. It's been primarily Pearsall and Sanchez in that linebacking group. McFetrich, one of the ends, has gotten home a couple of times as well. Here comes the reverse. Picks up a block by his quarterback, and Buckley with a stiff arm is going to be drugged down at midfield. Nice job by Carey, sort of getting a shot at McFetrich. The quarterback doesn't get to do that very often. They're going to say he's just shy. Again, the slow developing play gets to the 49, and it will be 3rd down and a bunch.
Third and 16 for Franklin from around 49.
So 3rd down and 16 to be exact. Sidecar right, ball near hash, 2 to the near side, man in motion's Buckley coming towards us. Sanchez off the edge again. Somehow Buckley gets it on the drag. He's across the 40 and going to be running out of bounds. Carey stood in and paid the piper. Sanchez came untouched. Buckley with a great catch. And now he is slow to get up on the Oilers sideline. 20 seconds till halftime. Going to be just shy, I believe, of the 1st down. He needs the 35. They're going to give him the 36. And it's going to be a long one. And unfortunately now here for this Knights offense, as Buckley was slow to get up, the athletic training staff came out onto the field, so he's going to have to come off for a play. Needed 16, he got 15. 4th and 1, 20 seconds till the Claypeck Trucking Company halftime show. Can't say enough about Jason Carey. They get set now, look to the far sideline. Ball near hash. Carey steps up, pushes it downfield. He's got the post. Oh! Inside release and a clean release. Great throw by Carey. I believe Brooks was the intended target. And, boy, Carey with an absolute dime. Great route by, I believe that's Brooks. Or is that Watson? I think that's 12. That was Watson, the intended target. And a wonderful throw by Jason Carey. And Jason Carey, just a sophomore. No wonder there's some optimism on that Franklin Knights sideline. If you're looking for your quarterback of the future, I think you found him. You might have found your quarterback of the present. He's been 34-0. I know that, but he has made some wonderful decisions in dirty pockets. Step up, feels the pressure, stood in there on the previous play, took one on the chin. Knox with a head of steam, and he's got midfield to 40. Cuts it back at the 30. The okey doke house call. Knox to the end zone. 64 yards on the final play of the half. And there is a flag on the play. Hold the phones. And the hold is on the other side of the field. So Oil City with a 64-yarder off the board. And, I mean, that hold is legitimately 35 yards away from the play. So So they're going to have to put some time back on the clock here. So back to the 31-yard line.
Holding penalty against the Oilers will take it back to the 31.
So what? There's no time on the clock. Is this just going to be an untimed down?
He's got to put it back on. I can't guess. It's not a dead ball.
I mean, that was a live ball foul, so they need to put some time on the clock here. We head to the locker room.
The press box is wondering if we're going to have an untimed down or time on the clock.
Is that what he's doing? Untimed down.
Well, and now the play clock's going to expire, and delay a game is going to be the call. Delay a game with no time on the clock. That's one for the the record book. So 64 yards for Knox off the board. He's got 264 on 19 carries here in the first half. So here we go. Back at the 31. Last play. They give it to Knox. With a blocker. He's at the 35. Cuts to the 40. And he's going to be brought down at the 46-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 15 on the final play of the half.
The Franklin High School Black Knight Postgame closes tonight's show by kicking it hot with Fireball. And now my director taking the top for the introduction of the Wilson High School homecoming court.
Is it bedtime? Your 2022 home queen. And your queen is Britton Snow.
owned and operated since 1958 in Tionesta and Shippenville.
When it comes to lawyers, people have concerns, questions, and suspicions. So calling a 1-800 number and dealing with a voice automation or recording just makes it worse, right? For over 60 years, Rosen, Varsity, and Rosen have provided affordable and effective legal counsel when it comes to personal injury, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, and medical malpractice. For a hands-on, face-to-face approach when it comes to your legal counsel, call Rosen, Varsity, and Rosen at 677-3094. Rosen, Varsity, and Rosen, affordable, effective legal counsel for over 60 years.
Well, this is the Claypack Trucking Company halftime report on Griffin Phyllis Ford football Friday night. Still halftime at Oil City High School. The Oilers are leading the Franklin Knights at the intermission by a score of 34-0. An update on that Pirates game. The Bucks got themselves a run in the top of the fifth inning on an RBI single by Michael Chavis. So it's 2-1 Mets with the Pirates now batting in the top of the sixth inning, by the way. Former Pirate
Sophia Sandrock, Jessica Burkwalter, Dakota Lipinski, Blake Buckle, Ellen McNelly, Alistair Dobbinsteck, and 2 others. Our hearts go out to these kids, their families, and any others that have gone through this. Franklin and Oil City High Schools have been selling paper chain links at the cost of $1 to raise additional funds for the Kirkland Cancer Foundation. On Franklin's paper chain, there are also 11 gold links. 7 have gold ribbons for those who have sadly lost their fight. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting such an important cause. Despite being rivals on the field, Oil City is co-op with Cranberry, and Franklin have joined forces to raise money for the Kirkland Cancer Foundation. The Kirkland Cancer Foundation helps provide charitable assistance to cancer patients and their families in Venango County and surrounding areas. This allows families to focus on more than treatment and less on finances. This foundation is a blessing to our community, and we are proud to help raise money for their cause. Every year, the Oilers and Knights compete to construct the longest paper chain. All profits from the paper chain link sales, along with the sales of our white-out shirts, go to benefit the Kirkland Cancer Foundation. Tonight, we honor those whose lives have been touched by cancer. Join us as we compare paper chains and help support those families who have fought and continue to fight the battle against cancer. Tonight, it looks like Franklin has raised the most money from the paper chain links. But do not worry, even though it's a friendly competition, we're combining all of our profits as we donate to the Kirkland Cancer Foundation. Let's give a big round of applause to both teams for all their hard work. We would now like to present the Kirkland Cancer Foundation with our donation. It is with great honor that Cranberry, Franklin, and Oil City School Districts present this check for $2,190.50 to the Kirkland Cancer Foundation. We hope that this donation will allow the generosity of the legacy of Dr. Kirkland to carry on, as they help ease the financial burden of many families in our community, allowing them to focus on the fight against cancer. We would like to thank these special people in our community for the National Honor Society. Jay Stevens, WKQW Oil City, VFW
So we are
Carl Shelton will kick off to start the second half.
getting ready to go. As Shelton will get ready. Third quarter action is brought to you by Freedhammers in Oil City South Side. This is Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night here on Fox Sports Radio. Squib kick. Fielded at the 15 and the 30, 35, 40. Midfield across the 40, 35, 30. Finally run out of bounds by Shelton. I think that was Foch on the return. So Shelton on the stop. And the freshman, Aiden Foch, showing some wheels. And I say that Dan, I talk to Dan York and I talk to Matt Turk each and every week, and I talk to these guys off the air, off the record. And Matt Turk has said there are some young guys in this Franklin football program to get the Franklin faithful excited about. All right, it is a first down inside Oiler territory. We've not made a trip to the Donovan Bauer Auto Group red zone all night long. Carry up top. Once Buckley, Stevens in the coverage. I believe you're going to get a hold just based on where the flag was thrown. I think Stevens one-on-one in the near side here working with Cole Buckley, I believe. Or is it an illegal man downfield? Illegal man downfield.
Penalty will take it back to the 32.
So back to the 32-yard line. So there we go. All right, 11:45. First and 15 for Franklin. Ball far hash, group bunch to the near side. Carey stands in again, pushes it downfield. This time it's intercepted by Lay. Lay retreats. Now he's at the 10, 15, comes to the near sideline. He's going to be wrestled down. And again, McFetrich and Shelton as well as Crocker. And that's the third interception for this Oiler defense. This time it's Dane Lay with the pick. And again, Carey steps up into a crowded pocket, tries to push it downfield, throws the 50-50 ball, and Lay's able to climb the ladder and take it away. 34-0, 11:32 to go here in the third. Third quarter action is brought to you by Freedhammers on Oil City's South Side. Don't forget, after the game, stick around. It's the Friday night final presented by Dietz Mechanical. Knox on the toss. Head of steam. Tries to 30. He's going to get a block from Zerby at midfield. No. Zerby with the block that cuts him back, and it's a house call all the way. That's 83-yard touchdown run for Knox, and Colin Zerby downfield, rearranging the furniture, gets America's leading rusher into the end zone. Great cutback. And now unofficially, that's 21 for 362. And the fourth touchdown of the night. 83 yards is the number. First play from scrimmage. It's a good thing we quit giving away T-shirts, because Knox could wear a player of the game T-shirt for like a month straight. It'd be a different one. As he's going to go in for the two-point conversion as well. So Ethan Knox makes it 41-0. 362 on 21 and 4 touchdowns. Back in 30, it's Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
Don't get caught in the dark. Visit Pioneer Electric, 405 Allegheny Avenue in Franklin today. When the lights go out, you'll want to be prepared. Pioneer Electric offers a great selection of Champion portable and standby generators, plus LED light bulbs and LED fixtures, and the experienced staff to help with all of your commercial, residential, and industrial electric supply needs. Pioneer Electric, 405 Allegheny Avenue in Franklin, 437-1342. That's 437-1342. And online at pioneerelect.com. Pioneer Electric, serving the oil region since 1973.
Welcome back. Third quarter action presented by Friedhavers in Oil City South Side. Griffin Phillips Sport Football Friday night. Getting word that 64-yarder that was called back in the latter part of the first half, called back because an Oiler did not have their mouthpiece in. So, player safety, I guess we take it seriously. Carl Shelton on to kick. Line drive kick. Foch is going to get it with a head of steam at the 15. He's got some green in front of him. Nice open field tackle by Garland to bring him down at the 40. So Foch got some. Got some moves and some speed. 42-0 here.
Now remember, folks, we've got Meadville here in 2 weeks.
They announced the Meadville score 2 weeks from tonight. We'll be back here for the game of the year in District 10. Carey tosses to Beatty, and Pearsall had other plans. Boy, just nobody put a body on the linebacker. He shoots the gap and a tackle for loss. There is lots of reason for optimism for this program moving forward. And they've got some dudes on the defensive side of the ball as well. There's a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11. Motions out of the backfield. Beatty over the left side. And he's going to get the 45-yard line. So that's a gain of 6 for Beatty. Hagenrader on the stop. So the moving clock into play here. 42-0. I think I gave you the wrong score. It is 42-0, not 41-0. Knox did get the 2-point conversion. Here comes the reverse. Ball's out. I believe Franklin's going to fall on it. They're trying to get it to Buckley on the reverse. Ben Garland and Carl Shelton in the vicinity, I believe. I believe it was number 57 on the recovery. But I don't have a 57. Maybe I'm seeing things.
4th and 11 for Franklin.
And so Knox is back. Will it be, well, I don't know. Carey's still out there. They're going for it. Sidecar right, Carey tries to set up the screen, checks it. They're trying to run the hook and ladder, I think. Ball came out. Wilson came out of there with it. That was a live football. They were absolutely, that pass was completed to Jackson Ewing, and they were trying to run the hook and ladder behind it to Buckley. And Hayden Wilson recovered the fumble. So the Oilers will take over at the 42-yard line. Third quarter action is brought to you by Friedhavers in Oil City South Side. The Oilers certainly with a homecoming performance that they will all remember. Danny DeLong checks in. First time we've mentioned his name. Knox dots the I, 2 to the near side. The toss is to Knox. Knox works off a block, and he's going to get a couple. 2. Jackson Ewing on the stop for the Knights. .364. Dan York does not know or care about records, so if you're looking for the third straight 400-yard rushing performance, it'll probably happen on its own. It will not be forced. Ball at the 40. Second down and 8. Knox counters. Got a block in front. Head of steam, makes one guy miss. Still on his feet at the 25. He's going to be spun down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 17. Clifford's Carpets first down. And if I'm not mistaken, no, we're still not there yet. Excuse me. We have not had a single trip to the Donovan Bauer Auto Group Red Zone. Sorry, Troy, we're doing our best, but they're not having it tonight. So let's see, 364, unofficially 381 on 23 carries. And remember, he had a 64-yarder off the board. Toss to Knox, breaks an arm tackle, breaks another one. Drag of tacklers, stiff arm, touchdown. What a run. And that's going to be a 22-yard touchdown run. That gets him over 400. So unofficially, 362 plus 2 plus 17 plus 22 is 403 on 24 carries. So the numbers are silly. And that is touchdown what? Number 5. Yeah, 5th touchdown of the night. 24 carries, 403 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And oh, by the way, an interception. And Zerby, the intended target on the conversion, falls incomplete. All right. We take a timeout. 48-0 Oil City out in front. 6:34 left in the third. It's Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night.
Griffin Phyllis Ford, Route 257 in Seneca, has your next car, truck, or SUV. Is it low miles you're after, monthly payment, or great financing? Stop by Griffin Phyllis Ford today. Griffin Phyllis Ford has your next low mileage affordable Escape, Edge, EcoSport, Fusion, or F-150. That's right, clean, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Let Griffin Phyllis Ford get you in your next car, truck, or SUV today. Visit them online at griffinphyllisford.com or 257 in Seneca.
Feldman Jewelers offers a wide variety of modern, estate, and fashion jewelry, including a fabulous selection of designer sterling silver, LaFawn, and Mariana. Shop our large selection of decorative accessories and giftware. Just 2 doors up Liberty Street, find something clever. Our unique ladies boutique where we carry an extensive assortment of exceptional apparel, accessories, and unique gifts, including Brighton and Spartina. Feldman Jewelers and Something Clever. Your destinations on Liberty Street in downtown Franklin.
So, Fox with another. No, I'm sorry. That's going to be one of the up man. That is Brooks. Tristan Brooks with a return all the way to the 31-yard line. So the Knights have some speed, and they got a lot of youngsters with the opportunity. Brooks is a junior.
This is going to stop that at the Oil City 31, first and 10 for the night.
So Knox, 5th touchdown, came at the 6:20 mark. $48-0. 6:05 on a rolling third quarter clock. Third quarter action is brought to you by Friedhabers. The give over the left side for yard or so. I believe that was Beatty on the carry. Yeah, Caden Beatty. So, if the rumors and speculation is correct, this would be a PIAA record, third straight 400-plus yard rushing performance. And again, we're doing the best we can to get you the information with me statting, flying a solo plane here. Some misdirection in the backfield, and it's going to be slung down as Beatty, McFetrich, Hargenrader, as well as Isaiah Robinson in on the stop. So all of a sudden, Oil City has got her going backwards. Third down and 14. So 4:34 on a rolling clock. As now they have to race to the line of scrimmage. Get the play call up. Carey again, pressure. Garland comes off his left side. Robinson's going to finish him off. Again, Garland came off the edge. Carey saw it, stepped up, but they were bringing a backer from the other side of the formation and nowhere to go. Ball's at the 39-yard line. 4th and 18 is going to be the number here.
We got 4th and a trip to Franklin for the night.
All right, Carey steps up, and what is that, Fenneworth, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Umstead. The intended target going to be broken up by Robinson. So the Oiler defense keeps the shutout intact. Back in 30, it's Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night, 48-0 Oilers.
For years, Gates & Burns Realty has been helping people find the homes of their dreams. Whether you are buying, selling, or renting a home, it's never been easier with our experienced staff. Stop by our offices in Oil City, Cranberry, or Clarion. Visit us online at gatesandburnsrealestate.com. Let us show you the way home. Gates & Burns Realty, serving the oil region since 1889.
Broadcasting from the Deeds Mechanical Studios, WKQW AM Oil City and W281CA Oil City. We are sports.
All right, back to action. Option play. Carl Shelton on the carry. Takes a pretty good shot at the end of the run there by Books. Ethan Knox came off the field. I assume his night is done. Pretty good stat line. .239. Shelton with a across the 45, 50, still on his feet, now across the 30. Good run by Carl Shelton. All the way down to inside the 23-yard line at Clifford's Carpet's first down. We got a cramp on the backside. Nice piece of sportsmanship there by Hayden Wilson. Stretching him out. Can't tell who that is down for the Franklin Knights. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 2:19 to go in the third. It's Griffin Phyllis Ford Football Friday night. The Franklin Elks Lodge number 110 is proud to sponsor high school athletics, Elks Hoop Shoot, and Soccer Shootout, as well as the Franklin Elks Tip-Off Basketball Tournament. In addition, the Franklin Elks Lodge number 110 has donated $150,000 to local charities the past year and awarded over $38,000 in scholarships. Franklin Elks Lodge number 110, proud to support high school athletics in the Oil region. Caden Beatty was down on the field with cramps, walks off under his own power. Wyatt Bell. No, I'm sorry, that's 73, not 13. That's Jeremy Cunningham checks in. $2:19. Remember, this is in the mercy rule, so the clock should wind here. 48-0. Don't forget, after the game, stick around. We've got the State Farm agent Franklin, Mike Dill, play of the game, the player of the game, which anybody want to venture a guess at player of the game. And Gavin Stevens, the new quarterback. And that is Sanchez over the right side with a head of steam inside the 10, down inside the 5. He's going to be about the 2-yard line. So that's a gain of 20, and our first trip to the Donovan and Bauer Auto Group red zone on a Clifford's Carpets first down run by Noah Sanchez. So they're going to respot that to the 3, make that a gain of 19.
First and goal for Big Blue at the Franklin 3-yard line.
In at wide receiver, Danny DeLong. He split to the near hash. Ball's on the far hash. Out of the eye. Sanchez, 3 yards out. He's got to get in. 121. And the Oilers are starting to pile it on here. The ground game, even with the backups, 54-0. Sanchez punches it in. See the try here. Gavin Stevens, the quarterback, was on the near sideline. And if we're scoreboard watching, Stevens keeps it and was going to run the option, but he ducks it up inside. The conversion good. So Stevens with the 2 points. It's 56-0. 81 seconds left in the third. Third quarter action is brought to you by Friedhaber's. Back on the other side of the break. This is Griffin Phil's Ford Football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio. Despite what your thermometer might read, winter is right around the corner. Since 1977, the oil region has turned to one company to keep them from being left out in the cold. Fisher & Father. Fisher & Father offers a complete line of John Deere, Briggs & Stratton, Honda engines, and Steel product lines, just to name a few. Fisher & Father has all the parts for the do-it-yourself repair guy and a great service department when you can't finish the job. Since 1977, Fisher & Father has been at your side to plow snow and ensure your family has firewood.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Mike Dill is your State Farm agent in Franklin.
State Farm and Mike Dill would love the opportunity to show you what kind of savings State Farm can bring you with your auto, home, and life insurance. If you're lucky, he might even do that discount double check thing.
For an appointment, call 437-1100 to see what State Farm can do for you, or visit the Mike Dill Agency at 1252 Liberty Street in downtown Franklin. Back here at the oil field, it's all Oil City, 56-0.
Tim Shaw tells me Meadville up 69-0 over Titusville. Foch on the return across the 30, across the 35, tripped up at the 36-37 yard line. So the game of the year in District 10 looms, and both powerhouses flexing. Wonder how many yards Kalon Simmons and the Bulldogs have on the ground. That could be a high-scoring game, or that could be a game that's over in about an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm excited for that one. A couple of weeks here on Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night and Fox Sports Radio. So Jason Carey leads him out one more time. Again, there's some reason for optimism. Some confusion on the Oilers sideline. How many they got out there? All right, here we go. Ball far hash. Broken play. Carey looks to pitch to nobody. And Sanchez is going to run him out of bounds, but a nice run by Carey. Aaron English also in on the stop for the Oilers, but really a nice job on a broken play, as that was a designed toss, and there was nobody there to toss to. Cut it upfield. Clifford's Carpet's first down. That's going to be a gain of 13, and the ball's out to midfield. So we got some Knights grabbing helmets and scurrying. Now we got the JV game here. Lots of new numbers on both sides of the field. And Carey out of the pistols, got a back behind him. And Matt Turk's going to take a timeout. 4 seconds left. And we'll take a 30-second as well. 56-0 all Oil City. 4 seconds to go in the third. Third quarter action is brought to you by Friedhabers. This is Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night on Fox Sports Radio.
Up, and not away. Interest rates and the cost of almost everything keeps going up, and it doesn't seem as though it'll ever go away. So how do you afford your next big purchase or project? Here at the Fund Bank, we have the same concerns as you, and we want you to know that we're doing the best we can to keep our rates as low as possible. If you are searching for a smart and local lending institution, call us or stop by any of our 6 branches to speak with a loan officer. First United National Bank, the Fund Bank, online at fund-bank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Oh, welcome back. Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night, final play of the third quarter. 56-0, the Oilers dominating the Route 8 rivalry. Near side toss to Koleska, and he tries to cut it back up inside and tackled by a whole host. Mason Dieter, the first one there for the Oilers. After 3, it's all Oil City, 56-0. Griffin Phillips Ford Football Friday night, and the fourth quarter on the other side of the break, presented by the Franklin Eagles, Air Eat number 328.
Since 2017, 257 Buy-Sell Trade has donated over $5,200 to Toys for Tots, and we're continuing that tradition of donating $1 for every point the Oil City Oilers score this season. Stop into our store and donate to Toys for Tots today. While you're there, check out our selection of new and pre-owned merchandise, including new jewelry. 257 Buy-Sell Trade also buys gold, silver, platinum, and coins. 257 Buy-Sell Trade, proud supporter of Toys for Tots and the Oil City Oilers. Route 257 on the Seneca Hill.
Time to think home improvements. Gravatt Painting and Services Incorporated of Franklin has got you covered. Well, maybe not you, but certainly your walls. Offering interior and exterior painting, wall coverings, vinyl siding installation, drywall and plaster repair, plus pressure cleaning and lot line striping. For a free estimate, call Gravatt Painting and Services Incorporated at 437-7577. Let Gravatt Painting and Services Incorporated give you a fresh look.
All right, fourth quarter action about to get underway. Fourth quarter action presented there by Franklin Eagles, area 328. The pitch to the near side is Kazilka on the carry, and Sanchez as well as Buzzard on the stomp. Elijah Knox out there as well, getting a piece of the action. Don't forget, tomorrow we will have Penn State football. They head to the Plains to take on the Auburn Tigers. Kaselka over the left side gets one, maybe two. Now they're going to say one. It's going to bring up fourth down. 4th and 9. I'd like to see Carey stand in there, climb the pocket, and really start to throw the football downfield. Spence Singleton also out there. First time call his name. Pressure, Carey's going to flush, look downfield, got eyes downfield, and a receiver downfield. Good throw through the wickets, though. Umstead couldn't come up with it on the far boundary. Mason Dieter in the coverage. Again, the pocket rolled, good pressure. That time Xander Black flushed him, and he was able to pull it down and look downfield. And he's not really doing himself, or his wide receivers aren't really doing him a whole lot of favors. That's a couple balls that he threw on the money. So who's going to be the back? Sanchez is going to be the back. Stevenson the quarterback. Buzzard the fullback. Turns, gives to Sanchez on the left side. He's got the 40, 45. Going to go out of bounds about the 30. And it's going to be at the 26-yard line. Clifford's Carpet's first down. Devon Griffin getting some run here this evening. He was in that last possession at corner. Now he's slot to the near side, ball far hash. Danny DeLong split out at the numbers. Out of the eye. Tight end on the left side of the formation. They're going to toss it to the boundary. Sanchez looks for some real estate. He's going to be spun down after a nice run up across the 20 and beyond the 15. And I said they're going to say is at the 15. So that's a Clifford's Carpet's first down and another trip to the Donovan Bauer Auto Group red zone.
First and 10 for Big Blue, now at the Franklin 15.
9 minutes to go here in the fourth. Fourth quarter action is brought to you by Franklin Eagles Airy, number 328. Sanchez, this time over the right side, cuts it back. And he's going to walk into the end zone. That's a 15-yard touchdown run. His second of the night. So Noah Sanchez finding pay dirt from 15 yards. .43 to go here. 62-0. Sanchez's second touchdown. Buzzard on the dive gets the conversion. Buzzard, the two-point conversion, and that makes it 64-0. 8:43 to go in the ball game. It's Griffin Phyllis Ford football Friday night
As temperatures warm up, motorists need to be more aware. Bicyclists, motorcyclists, construction workers. Claypack Trucking Company of Reno reminds you that just because the temperature's warm doesn't mean you can drop your guard. Since 1949, Claypack Trucking Company has served America from right here in northwestern Pennsylvania. Let's not ruin anyone's summer. Slow down, put your phone down. Always be on the lookout for bikes and bikers. Let's all have a great summer from your friends at Claypack Trucking Company.
Friends, family, and community here at Franklin Eagles Area 328, located at 1205 Buffalo Street in Franklin. We're the people helping people. Over the past 12 months, we've donated over $130,000 to local charities. We're huge supporters of all area volunteer fire departments, as well as elementary, middle, and high schools. It's people like you that make this possible. Come join the Eagles today to see for yourself. That's Franklin Eagles Area number 328.
Carl Shelton on the kick one more time. 64-0. The Oilers with a performance on the ground. Ethan Knox leading the way. Shelton's line drive kick is going to find the end zone. Unofficially, 24 carries, 403 yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns. And that is the third straight 400-yard rushing effort and believed to be a PIAA record. So the clock rolling at 8:30. Carey, the Oiler defense has picked him off 3 times, made some really nice plays. And Franklin's going to have to take a timeout. The youngsters, a lot of inexperience out there. It's only a matter of time as we will take a timeout as well. 7:55 to go in this one. It's Griffin Phillips Ford football Friday night.
Welcome to Fast Burger. Can I take your order?
I'll have a double fast burger with cheese.
Your voice sounds familiar. Are you Steve from Dietz Mechanical?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Wow! I've been thinking about a new heating and cooling system. My furnace is a real dinosaur. What's the efficiency on the newer models? Do you think a heat pump would be right for me? What do you know about them?
You should visit our home on the web, DietzMechanical.com, for information on heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and indoor air quality. You can check out our products, submit questions to our technicians, schedule a service call, and more. Can I get my burger now?
Sure. You pull around to the window, and I'll log on to DietzMechanical.com.
Or you can call Dietz Mechanical at 437-6661.
Right back to action we go. Xander Black gets his name on the radio. Tackle for loss. Not certain who that carry was. It's going to be a loss of 7. So I don't think. I must have been Kilselka. Yep, he's back in the backfield. Second down, 17. 7-10. Toss to a number 17 that we do not have on the roster. But how about Elijah Knox? That's all the way back to the 5-yard line. Elijah Knox with the TFL. So Cochler, we're getting word, is number 17.
They're down in an acre all the way back at the 5.
6:30 and rolling. Third down and a lot. 25 as Cochler makes it trips to the field. Carey avoids the pressure. Eyes downfield. He's going to cut it back. He's got the 10. He's got some wheels. He's got the 15. Makes the guy miss at the 20. Still on his feet. And that was a marvelous run before Noah Sanchez brought him down. Carey all the way out to the 24-yard line. Great run. A gain of 19 for Carey. So 4th down and 6. .5:30 rolling clock, and going to have an illegal shift, I believe. Yep. So that will back him up. So, play of the game presented by State Farm agent Franklin Mike Dill. That's coming up. We also have the player of the game. I bet you can make a good guess. Foch on the run, and he's Singleton and Lucas Brown on the stop. And the Oilers are going to take over on downs at their 21-yard line. I mean, what's the difference? I don't mind this if you're Matt Turk. I mean, literally, what's the difference of 72-0 or 64-8? You know, get reps, man. You got a young football team. Even though the score's out of hand, you know, meaningful snaps, you only get so many of them. And if you can get a bunch of youngsters some opportunity, I'm all for it. So Sanchez still in the backfield, and they're going to get a delay of game call. This is where it gets real sloppy. A lot of guys that are not accustomed to playing together or maybe playing a different position, but we've seen some personnel issues. 4:34 and a rolling clock. Don't forget, after the game, it will be the Friday Night Final presented by Dietz Mechanical with the man, the myth, the legend that is Tim Shaw. And Oil City, I believe, is just going to kneel this out and give Franklin the football back. So, .347 and counting, 25 on the play clock. So, the night for the starters is certainly done. And Oil City continuing to take knees. They're going to give Josh Carey and the offense another crack at this, as Franklin will still remain winless, and the Oilers. And, of course, the unique thing about that Meadville game is it means absolutely nothing, because Meadville is 4A and has already beaten Corey, so they're basically the district champs. And Oil City's just going to get a pretty good measuring stick as to where they are. Or vice versa, you can make the argument that Meadville is going to get a temp as to where they are. So, 4th down. see here. So the knee, and we'll give the ball back to Franklin. But the clock will. Oh. I think we just called the game, actually. So that will do it. 64-0 with 2:12 on the clock. And the Oilers get the win. Take a quick timeout. Come back. Our Mike Dill play of the game, the player of the game. I bet you can't guess. And some final thoughts and stats.